Roaring Kitty is back. Allincrypto, what the hell are you talking about? Well, we're going to be getting into it all in this video, and we're going to be relating it to the cryptocurrency space. And I'm going to be telling you why I think they are about to take meme coins to the moon. We're seeing the resurgence of the meme stocks by the very same actors that initiated the rally in them in the first place back in 2020, resurged today and doing the exact same thing. And we saw a huge crossover in regards to the cryptocurrency market, Wall Street bets, all this kind of thing. And we saw meme coins become some of the best performing cryptos in the last bull market. And the same actors have shown up once again. We're going to be explaining that all to you in this video. We're going to be talking about things like GameStop. We're going to be talking about things like AMC that are up. I mean, GameStop was up nearly 600% since this one individual who initiated the last GameStop rally has shown up. And I do think this is eventually going to find itself to the meme coin market, as a lot of the same actors were involved back then that are now resurging. So we're going to be getting into it all in this video, and let's talk about who this Roaring Kitty is. Now, this really was the guy that initiated the big short squeeze for AMC. So this is his Twitter. The guy kind of came out of nowhere, as far as I can see, and basically initiated the run that took place over here for AMC. Now, anybody that's a technical trader will know this run was coming. Anybody that follows things like stage analysis or Charles Dow's theory on the markets, or cycle theory, or things like Wyckoff's market cycles, will know that this was very clearly a stage one base that was broken on volume into what is then an uptrend. And then, of course, you had this that took place. And the interesting thing with the Roaring Kitty's tweet was the initial tweet, and of course YouTube video that followed on the back end of it all actually came out, I believe, on the 30th of April. So if we look at the date here, you can see this is the 30th of April 2020, and this of course is the 30th of April 2020 is down here. So he started tweeting about this here, and then subsequently it went all the way up. So what did it do from down here when he 30th of April? Let's just move that so I can see. It did over 10,000% return. So that is a 100x. 1,000% is a 10x. 10,000% is a 100x. So it went from sort of $1.20 range all the way to $121. Should have been an obvious short, was being shorted for a reason. That's when he sort of released all of this. He is now back today. We'll talk about that. And he actually perfectly stopped talking about all this on the 19th of June, 2021. And let's go back so you can see this. And this is the 19th of June, 2021. So he started tweeting about it here and stopped tweeting about it up here. Maybe this guy's just an absolutely magnificent trader, or maybe there's more nefarious rationale behind the whole thing. But it's very interesting, isn't it? Now, this individual, and we'll relate this all to the cryptocurrency space, has resurged just yesterday. So that was the last tweet that he did on the 19th of June 2021. And on the 13th of May, he tweeted this. And since then, 13th of May, GameStop, the very thing that he was entirely responsible for, not with his own capital, you can imagine that there was, it's very interesting technically how this was basing as it was. And then obviously, stage one base, stage two, this kind of traditional technical patterns that are still very much in play there. And when you're looking at why am I a technical analyzer? Well, it's because I like to hunt institutions that are accumulating, or smart money, quote unquote, big money that's doing certain things in the market, which you won't know because you're not an insider. But if you look at when he started tweeting about GameStop recently, since then, at one point, it was up 340%. 48%. And since the low here, it's up nearly 600%. So the same guy that was responsible for pumping GameStop the last time, that perfectly originally tweeted at it at the start and perfectly got out at the top, pretty much, literally here, has now initiated the same thing again. Now, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole in regards to who this individual is. Very interesting. You know, I'm sure there is a million and one conspiracies you could draw upon this. Is he an actor? Who knows? But the same guy that really sparked that whole Wall Street's bet thing, and then the meme mania that kind of followed on the back end of that, has just resurged and is doing the exact same thing that he did previously at a similar time to what he did previously. You know, we're going into a bull market, or we're in a bull market for the crypto. We're in a bull market sort of broadly for risk. But the same thing is repeating, and this is potentially a lot more vicious. And it's not just GameStop, it's also AMC. Which is up just 100% today. And 300% off the low. This is a weekly candle, ladies and gentlemen. They are likely, just like they did the last time round, going to transfer that over to the altcoin market, or the meme coin market, I should say, like they did previously. And Dogecoin has already broken out and does very well in every single bull market. I might do, and let me know in the comment section, guys, do you want me to do a video on this where I go into it all in a lot more depth? I'm just reintroducing it and saying, hey, everyone, there might be a bit of an opportunity here with meme coins. And I actually did do a Patreon video earlier today where I released a meme coin that I am buying and adding to my portfolio. On the back end of all this, you guys are welcome to speculate however it is you want. But if we look at Dogecoin, it's very much doing the same thing that it always does. You've had that kind of initial move. You're kind of here or here, and you've got really the bulk of things ahead of you. You can see the kind of similarity that we're looking at here. If you look at some of the newer meme coins, like perhaps Shiba Inu, it's very much following a Dogecoin 2020-esque roadmap. Where is my Shiba chart? If I can find it. Yep, there we are. And kind of, you know, has had its initial pump, its initial break. Can you see this? And it's kind of here. And now you've got the same individuals that had a large part in pumping meme stocks and causing those short squeeze and Wall Street bets, and everyone got on the back end of it, now resurging at a time when you've had a kind of waking up in the meme coin market and somewhat of a turning. Very interesting. Even BlackBerry up today. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Strange, but interesting. And there's a number of altcoins, you know, if you look at, so let's do Bonk. Not Bonk, which was the one I wanted to look at. This one. This is now pushing into new all-time highs. So I think you are going to see, and we're going to leave the video there. If you want me to go into more detail on all this, do let me know in the comment section. An absolute mania, like we've seen previously, potentially occurring with the altcoin market. I have done a previous video on this saying that, you know, altcoins are going to do well like they do in every cycle, because you can never underestimate the madness of crowds. At the end of the day, I made a big mistake in 2020 where I came out and said, nobody buy Dogecoin, it's garbage. There's fundamentally no reason to be bullish on Dogecoin. And I got humbled because Dogecoin was one of the best performing assets in that market. I still believe fundamentally it's junk, but it's not about what I believe. It's not about what I want. Markets are the aggregate of multiple or many participants. I am just one. It's like when you hear people say Bitcoin isn't valuable. Okay, well, you're wrong, because it is. Okay, so it's not about what I think. I still think these altcoins are fundamentally junk. I think in some ways it really trivializes what's going on here with distributed ledgers. However, it's not about what I think. It's about what the market thinks. And I think there's going to be a good time ahead for altcoins. It would be ironic if, of course, this was the one time they didn't perform, certainly after I've came out and said this. But I think you've got a lot of waking up in a lot of different areas. And I think with the resurgence of the Roaring Kitty, whoever this individual is, you know, I've got my own theories that I'm not really going to go too much into, but he has now arisen. He's doing very much the same thing that he did previously with GameStop back in 2020, which is when, you know, it kind of bottomed out and then he got in at the perfect bottom, out of the perfect top. Perfect. Fluke, perhaps, but he's doing the exact same thing again today. And of course, meme coins appreciated on the back end of all of this. So that's the video. Bit of an interesting one, bit of a short and sweet one. I've probably arisen more questions than I have given answers, but let me know in the comment section if you want more on all of this. And on that note, I'm going to love and leave you. So I do think we are looking at a meme mania. Thanks a lot for watching. See you all in the next one.